Imagine waking up tomorrow with the unshakable calm of a stoic philosopher. No matter what chaos the world throws at you, traffic jams, bad news, social media storms, you remain centered, focused, and at peace. Imagine that the noise around you feels like wind moving past a mountain. What if the secret to a fulfilled life isn't found in chasing happiness, but in mastering your own mind and becoming unmovable? Modern life is a paradox. We have more comfort, technology, and freedom than any generation before us, yet rates of anxiety, depression, and dissatisfaction are soaring. We scroll endlessly, connected to everyone and yet deeply disconnected from ourselves. Why? Psychology suggests that our minds are wired for survival, not happiness. Our tendency to focus on threats keeps us alert but also anxious. Add to this the endless barrage of notifications and comparisons, and it's easy to feel like peace is impossible. We're carrying the nervous system of a hunter-gatherer in a world of 24-hour headlines. But what if there's another way? What if the ancient wisdom of stoicism, combined with modern psychology, could help us break free from this cycle and discover a deeper sense of fulfillment, clarity, and strength? Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions or pretending nothing bothers you. It's about understanding what you can control, accepting what you can't, and cultivating an inner fortress of calm. The Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, Seneca, taught that true power lies in our response to events, not in the events themselves. Modern psychology echoes this. Cognitive behavioral therapy, one of the most effective treatments for anxiety and depression, is rooted in the Stoic idea that our thoughts shape our reality. Here's the paradox. By letting go of the need to control everything, you gain more control over your inner world. Let's break down 3 core Stoic principles and see how psychology backs them up and how you can use them today. 1. The dichotomy of control. Stoic wisdom. Some things are up to us, and some are not. Studies show that people who focus on what they can influence experience less stress and greater well-being. Practical step. Each morning, write down one thing you can control today and one thing you cannot. When you feel stress rising, remind yourself, is this within my control? This simple question shifts your energy away from the impossible and back to the present moment. 2. Negative visualization. Stoic wisdom. The Stoics practiced imagining worst-case scenarios, not to dwell on them, but to become less fearful. Psychological insight. Research on exposure therapy shows that facing fears in a controlled way reduces anxiety over time. Spend 2 minutes visualizing a challenge you fear, then imagine yourself handling it with calm and resilience. See yourself staying steady even as things fall apart. This rewires your brain to see challenges as manageable, not catastrophic. 3. Amor fati, love of fate. Stoic wisdom. Love everything that happens. Marcus Aurelius. Psychological insight. Acceptance Commitment Therapy, ACT, teaches that embracing reality rather than fighting it leads to greater psychological flexibility and happiness. Practical step. When something goes wrong, pause and say, I choose to love this outcome. Notice how this shift reduces resistance and opens you to growth. What felt like an enemy begins to feel like a teacher. Pause for a moment. Think about the last time something small ruined your day. Was it the event or your reaction to it? How different would your life feel if you learned to separate the two? What if you could train your mind to respond like a Stoic sage, turning obstacles into opportunities? But here's where it gets interesting. Psychologist Barry Schwartz discovered something the Stoics knew 2,000 years ago. More options don't always make us happier. In his famous jam study, shoppers offered 24 flavors were much less likely to buy any than those offered only 6. The more choices we have, the more anxious and paralyzed we become. Epictetus wrote, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." True freedom isn't about unlimited options. It's about mastering our own desires and reactions. Take a moment to consider, where in your life are you overwhelmed by options? What would happen if you let go of the need to maximize every choice and instead focused on what truly matters? Neuroscientist Antonio Damasio made a startling discovery. Patients with damage to their emotional brain centers could list pros and cons logically, but couldn't make even simple decisions. Logic alone isn't enough. Our emotions are the foundation for every choice we make, even when we think we're being purely rational. The Stoics called this the initial impression, that first emotional surge that colors everything that follows. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." We can't always trust our first thought, but we can choose how we respond to it. This is the beginning of wisdom. Let's try something together. Think of one belief about yourself that you've never questioned. Maybe it's, "I'm not creative," "I'm bad with money," or "I'm not a leader." Where did this belief come from? Was it something someone told you once? A single experience that became your identity? This is what the Stoics called examining your impressions, the first step toward genuine self-knowledge. Most people never pause to question the stories they live by. Are you living your own story or someone else's? Modern psychology describes the hedonic treadmill. No matter what we achieve, we quickly return to a baseline level of happiness. That new job, relationship, or gadget feels amazing for a while, but soon we're searching for the next thing. Seneca, one of Rome's wealthiest men, practiced voluntary poverty. He would sleep on the floor, eat plain food, and wear rough clothes to remind himself that happiness comes from within, not from external circumstances. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor, he wrote. Ask yourself, what's one comfort you could go without for a day, just to prove to yourself that you're stronger than your circumstances? Maybe it's your phone for 24 hours. Maybe it's sleeping on the floor. Maybe it's choosing silence instead of noise. When you strip away comfort, you uncover strength. And in that strength, you find freedom.